Dan great to lock in Henry for another year?
Yeah. He's in our leadership group. Important player to the team with what he brings on field, and then brings a lot to the club off the field as well. And not just to the Brumbies, but to the Canberra and ACT community. He's a tremendous part of our club, and it's nice to have him around for a bit longer.
Poey and Carts, are they confirmed starters?
No, not yet. They're training, ticking boxes. So David's going well, so we'll make a decision and announce that team on Thursday.
And Carts, obviously had the concussion a few weeks back. How's he travelling now?
Yeah, not too bad. He's just come through a pretty heavy unit session, so live scrum, live maul, and put himself in a few collisions there. So positive. We'll see how he pulls up.
So what will be the determining factor on firstly David Pocock? I mean, looks as if he's right to go.
Yeah, look, if Poey's fit and available to him, he'll be playing. So, and at this point in time, all the signs are leading towards that. So, if I was to make a decision now, he'll have some involvement on Saturday night.
And Sam Carter, it's been a while since he suffered the concussion against the Rebels. So you'd have to say that he's a fair chance of playing this weekend as well.
Yeah, it's just last week he just had a few lingering signs there. He just didn't feel 100%. So I just go off the advice of the medical team there, and he's just got to get through his return to play protocols and then get through a heavy unit session this morning. So if he pulls up well, you'd imagine that Carts will be involved.
So Josh Manray is injured, so everybody else almost fully fit squad to choose from?
Yeah, I think it's only Josh, Benny Hine and Rob Vellatini at this point in time that won't be available for selection, assuming that David and Sam get through the week. So it's a nice position to be in.
And what about the build-up to a game like this against the Waratahs, traditional rivals?
Yeah, I don't think we changed too much. I think in the past it's been quite emotional, and that's something that we've made a point of not going down the emotional path too early. It's another game of footy. Obviously, both teams know each other really well, and we had some progression with our performance against the Sharks, and we're just focusing on us and making sure that we're better again on Saturday night and start to build some momentum at home.
So no plans for the fire and brimstone that we've seen in the past about the hatred for New South Wales? Oh,
look, it's Super Rugby. There'll be physical battles. The boys will no doubt present physically on Saturday night, as will New South Wales. So, but from our point of view, it's just about getting our game in order.
Do you take a bit of confidence from being able to close out that close game with the Sharks without those more senior guys like Sam and like David as well?
Yeah, I think so. It puts the onus on other players. Hawera was excellent in that game. And look, put us in a position we were 24-10 up, and then we leaked a try just before full time, which all of a sudden made it a contest. But I think we've spoken a lot here about our existing leaders and then developing our emerging guys, and Futz is one of those guys, and he certainly stood up.
In terms of scheduling, is it frustrating for you guys at all that the first home game of the season was the South African one, then you've got the bye, and now you've got on the Easter long weekend the Canberra crowd probably won't be there as much? Is that something that you guys think about at all?
Look, we certainly want a big crowd there on Saturday night. It's it makes a difference when you're at home and in tight clashes, and no doubt this will be a tight clash. And in the last 10 minutes, that noise and that support, it just adds momentum and gives energy to the group. So hopeful that not everyone's heading down to the coast on the weekend, and that we get a really good turnout in what will be a good game of football.
Sorry, just going back to injuries, so Robbie's looking all right with his rib then?
Yeah, Robbie Abel's, again, like Carts and Poey, he just got through a heavy unit session, so we'll see how he pulls up.